The Green Death. 5 out of 10. A maniacal computer is using a Welsh chemical plant to breed mutant giant maggots. After the Colin Baker years, Pertwee's time as the Doctor is probably my least favourite era, at least after watching it a few times. But I do admit that it does grow on you the more you watch it, so my opinion may well change. Most of his stories can be encapsulated by the name of one of his worst serials, Carnival of Monsters. With a few exceptions, such as Planet of the Spiders or the Silurians, the pantomime monsters overtake the priority for a great story, which is made worse by contrasting sternness and aloofness of Pertwee's characterisation of the Doctor. I've got nothing against monsters in Doctor Who at all, and really enjoyed them in the Troughton era, but in order for them to work, they have to be used to underpin a great story. Without the story or the effects needed to warrant them, they just seem kitsch and pointless. The example of both extremes can be found here in The Green Death, and conversely in The Ark in Space of the Tom Baker time. Both had similar monsters and effects, but the latter had much more depth and purpose to carry it off. Although I do like Pertwee, I much prefer listening to him in interviews, where he's much more charming and affable than the way he chooses to play the Doctor. His companion Jo isn't a patch on the best companions, such as Sarah Jane Smith or Barbara and Ian, but it's still quite sad to see her go after a comparatively long time as the Doctor's assistant. The story is okay, but pretty grim and unpleasant, and not in a good way, and at 6 episodes long it's rather a slog. It's also quite preachy, which didn't really add anything to the story as far as entertainment is concerned. Compared with Doctor Who at its best, this is pretty unsatisfying stuff. It's worth skipping to the end for the best scene, as we bid a poignant goodbye to Jo in one of Pertwee's most emotional performances, which rates to me as one of the saddest goodbyes in Who history.